Okay. Okay. Um, Uh-oh. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live, and I'm glad you all made it here today. Okay. I'm gonna Okay. And I hope you. Okay. Hello, Doreen. I'm doing good, and I'm doing really good. Thank you, and it's good to have you here, Doreen. Thank you, and Okay. Facebook user said, "Hey Noreen, hello, welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live, and it's an honor to have you all here." Okay, and well, I didn't get I already found another one of Gary's I could play, but I didn't have the chance to splice it and everything this week, so I will splice it this week. So what I'm going to do after I read his poem, I will play it. I'll play the one I played last week, and I apologize. Okay, I just didn't have time to splice a new one. Okay, now okay, and I hope everyone had a great week this past week. Had a good one. Okay, and okay, I'm gonna read the poem, the theme poem for the club, the poetry club, called "Money Has Spoiled" by Gary A. Snyder. Okay, money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. Okay, the end. And that was Gary's poem, Money Has Spoiled. Okay. And okay. And if you all haven't had a chance to see, because Jerry, he was then 80 years old, so he was here still alive. And I haven't put on the Poetry Club yet. I should have had time to put on my Facebook page. So if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and look at it. I did for him. Okay, in honor of him. Okay, now okay, let me see. Um, okay, here it is. God hadn't heard one. I thought I did it before, but I'll do it again. Okay. It's called a death. It's 10 lines long. It's not a double. One death. A heart stops. Someone is sad. We shall gather round to bless and bury him. Life goes on. We cannot stop. We comfort the sad for a year. There's still a lot of life for our friends we love. Yet some don't know it till a death. End poem.
Wow. Honey, that was awesome.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
I have a couple of haikus. Should we call in later to do those?
Do you want to?
I can do it. One of those to repeat too, because I like it.
Okay.
This haiku is called "Our Babies, Our Children." Okay, here we go.
Down wings, flowing hair, pretty face halo that glows, our angels on earth. And Aw, very good, sir. Here's one I just got through making up. It's a haiku, and I haven't named it. I could name it Amor or something like that. Okay, it says, she said, I like it. Will you look at me like that? He said, I love you. Oh. Awesome. Awesome. All righty, thank you. You're welcome. Here's Noreen. Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Let me on
here. Okay. Hello, Diggy. Welcome to the Facebook, the Poetry Club Facebook Live. It's an honor to have you here. Okay. The oh. Okay. For a second, I'm gonna find out who. Okay. Find out something. Okay. Hello, Robbie. Okay, I see him now, Robbie. Oh, okay. Hello, Robbie. It's an honor to welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live, and it's an honor to have you here. And welcome Vicky Aqua to the Poetry Club Facebook Live. It's an honor to have you here. And welcome Rick Christensen. Um, welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live, and it's an honor to have you here too, listening. Thank you all. And it's good to see you too, Robbie. And I already said you, Dickie, and Doreen. So welcome you all. Okay, now I'm gonna read okay. Remember, I already started this. Okay. William Shakespeare, The Sonnets, Poems of Love. I already started this, and okay, I hope y'all enjoy it. I got this about the time that Gary and I met. Well, the same year, around the Christmas time, or after that, I forget when. I got this from where I was used to work at. I was working at the store at the Lake Market, and I had more than one boss because they all owned the store. It's a family store, and I was the first one they ever hired to work in the store that is not part of the family. So it is an honor when they chose me to work for them, and I wasn't part of the family. And I want to thank them. They gave me, and the reason Pam wanted, they would never hire me if I wasn't selling. I was selling watermelons one time because I used to live there. This is before Gary and I met. This when I was married the first time. I don't want to talk about him, but I was selling watermelon, and he, because I lived behind the store, and I was selling them and watermelons, and Pam told her brothers, if we ever had a barbecue thing out here, we'll hire her. She's a faithful, loyal, because I just stood out there, and one time I couldn't get nothing. I was so hungry. I was out there all day. I couldn't leave. I had to stay right there, and I wanted something to eat so bad. And one of the neighbors, and they lived in the trailer park too, coming, and it was frightening because I didn't know he was a bird man, and he sent somebody to give me food because the one that I was married to wouldn't do it. So he sent me some food and made sure I had something to eat. Because when you're out there selling watermelons in this kind of weather, in hot weather, oh my God, you want something to eat and thirsty too. Anyway, and that's how I got started working for the store. And but I didn't work there right away. Anyway, I worked on there. I started working there in 1998, right before Gary and I met. Okay, after the first one passed away, and then I was working. I started working there, and then the following year, I think it was, and Bart, his name is, he got me this book for Christmas. William Shakespeare, The Sonnets, Poems of Love. So this probably in 1999 or something like that when I got this book. So it's an honor. Okay. Okay. That's how I come across this book. So I had this for years. Okay. I'm going to start with Sonnet 24. Okay. Okay. Mine eye hath played the painter, and hath stilled thy beauty's form and table of my heart. My body is a frame wherein 'tis held, and perspective it is best painter's art. For through the painter must you see his skill, to find where your true image pictured lies, which in my bosom's shop is hanging still, that hath his windows glazed with thine eyes. Now see what good turns eyes for eyes have done. Mine eyes have drawn thy shape, and thine for me are windows to my breast, where through the sun delights to peep, to gaze therein on thee. Yet eyes this cunning want to grace their art. They draw but what they see, no, not the heart. The end. Okay. Sonnet 25. Okay. Let those who are in favor with their stars of public honor and proud titles boast, well as I whom fortune of such triumph bars, on look for joy in that I honor most. Great princes, favorites, their fair leaves spread, but as a marigold at the sun's eye, and in themselves their pride lies buried. For at a frown they in their glory die, the painful warrior, famous for might, after a thousand victories once fouled, is from the book of honor raised quiet, and all the rest forgot for which he toiled. Then happy I that love and am beloved, where I may not remove nor be removed. Okay. The end. And that was Sonnet 25. Now Sonnet 26. Lord of my love, to whom in vassalage thy merit hath my duty strongly knit, to thee I send this written embassage, to witness duty, not to show my wit, duty so great, which wit so poor as mine may make seem there, and wanting words to show it. But that I hope some good conceit of thine in thy soul's thought all naked will bestow it, till whose whatsoever star that guides my moving points on me graciously with fair aspect, and puts a peril on my tottered loving, to show me worthy of thy sweet respect. Then may I dare to boast how I do love thee, till then not show my head where thou mayest prove me. The end. That was Sonnet 26. Okay. Okay. Sonnet 27. Okay. Weary with toil, I haste me to my bed, the dear repose for limbs with travel tired. But then begins a journey in my head, to work my mind when body's work expired. For then my thoughts, from far where I abide, intend a jealous pilgrimage to thee, and keep my drooping eyelids open wide, looking on darkness which the blind do see, save that my soul's imaginary sight presents thy shadow to my sightless view, which like a jewel hung in ghastly night makes black night beauteous and her old face new. Lo, thus by day my limbs, by night my mind, for thee and for myself no quiet find. The end. That was Sonnet 27. Okay. Okay. Sonnet 28. Okay. How can I bend return in happy plight that envy barred the benefit of rest? Of, wait, yeah, of rest. When day's oppression is not eased by night, but day by night and night by day oppressed, and each, though enemies to either's reign, do in consent shake hands to torture me, the one by toil, the other to complain. How far I toil, still farther off from thee. I tell the day to please him, thou art right, and does him grace when clouds do blot the heaven. So flatter I the swart complexion night, when sparkling stars twire not. Thou gildest the even, but day doth daily draw my sorrows longer, and night doth nightly make grief's length seem stronger. The end. And that was Sonnet 28. Now Sonnet 29. Okay. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I, all alone, beweep my outcast state, and trouble death heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least, yet in these thoughts myself almost despising. Haply I think on thee, and then I state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. The end. And that was Sonnet 29. And that'll be it for today. And then for this one. And then next week, um, and next Saturday, I'll read some more from the Psalmist Poems of Love by William Shakespeare. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. For okay, this is the last Saturday for the Black History Month. So there's poetry I want to read for Black History Month in honor of the Black History Month. Okay. And okay, and I'll be reading from the book The Treasury of American Poetry, um by Nancy Sullivan, who's the editor. And and I want to tell you about this book. I can't remember if Jerry and I we won this on Listia, because sometimes if we lose a book on Listia, he tell me if he wants it real bad, he said we'll go look it up on what Alibris. Look it up and see if you can find it, and we'll get it from Alibris. Because if we don't win, okay. So I don't know if we won this one or not. I'm not sure, but this how the book come about. Either from wait a minute, no, that's not it. No, I forgot we got that in the bookstore. That's coming back to me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do forget. I'm sorry. We got it at the bookstore because Jerry. That's right. Jerry was over there at. I wouldn't take him to the bookstore, and he was over at the Lake Wells Rehab. So I took. They had a bookstore open in Lake Wells, first one, and it was a used bookstore. I remember that now because I had pictures of this book. I forgot. Anyway, and I told him get what you want. It was hard to get through because they didn't have it made for the ones who in a wheelchair. It wasn't wheelchair accessible. So we managed though. We had fun, and I told him get all the books you want, get all, whatever you want. She did, and one of them was that. So I remember that now. And he got a whole bunch of poetry books, and then he got one on Elvis Presley and some other books too. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered how we got this. I keep forgetting because I took the pictures of each one, so we have it for our memories. Okay. and we had a blast that day. Mhm. Okay, so to get away from there, and so we have our own private time too. We took a we took a city bus that day. We got to stay all day city bus. Okay, okay. And the first one I'm gonna read from is Philip Freneau. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. Um, Philip Freneau and her and his poem is called "On the Immigration to America and Peopling the Western Country." Okay. To western woods and lonely plains, Pellman from the crowded parts, where nature's wildest genius reigns, to tame the soil and plant the arts. What wonders there shall freedom show, what mighty states successive grow. From Europe's proud, despotic shores, hither the stranger takes his way, in our new-found world explores a happier soul, a milder sway, where no proud despot holds him down, no slaves insult him with a crown. What charming scenes attract the eye on wild Ohio's savage stream. Their nature reigns, whose works outbie the boldest patterned art can frame. Their ages past have rolled away, and forests bloomed but to decay. From these fair plains, these more rural seats, so long concealed, so lately brown, so lately known, the unsocial Indian far retreats, to make some other giant climb his own, when other streams, less pleasing flow, and darker forest round him grow. The okay, um, okay, uh, great sides of floods, whose varied wave through climes and countries takes its way, to whom creating nature gave 10,000 streams to swell life's way. No longer shall they useless prove, nor idly through the forest rove, nor longer shall your princely flood from distant lakes be swelled in vain, nor longer through a darksome wood advance unnoticed to the main. Far other ends the heavens decree, and commerce plans new freights for thee. And while virtue warms the generous breast, their heaven born freedom shall reside, nor shall the voice of, war molest, nor Europe's all aspiring pride. Their reason, their reason shall new laws devise, and order from confusion rise. Forsaking kings and regal state, with all their pomp and fancied bliss, the traveller owns, convinced through though late, no realm so free, so blessed as this. The East is half to slaves consigned, where kings and priests enchain the mind. O come the time, and haste the day, when man shall man no longer crush. When reason shall enforce her way. Force her, when reason shall enforce her sway, nor these fair regions raise our blush, where still the African complains, and mourns his yet unbroken chains. Far brighter scenes a future age, the muse predicts these states will hail, whose genius may the world engage, whose deeds may over death prevail, and happier systems bring to view than all the Eastern sages knew. The end. And that was Philip Freneau um, poem called "On the Immigration to America and Peopling the Western Country." Okay. Um. Okay. Hello. Atudiga. Um. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Welcome. welcome to the Facebook the Poetry Club Facebook Live. Okay, 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 okay. And then we get it. Okay. And the next one I'm going to read of his is called To Sir Toby, and this is also by Philip Renew. Okay, let me get this over here. I can read better. Okay, okay. Before there's a quote above the poem, and it says, "A sugar planter in the interior parts of Jamaica, near the city of San Jago de la Vega, Spanish town, 1784." Okay, now the poem called To Sir Toby. Okay. If there exists a hell, the case is clear. Sir Toby's slaves enjoyed that portion here. Here are no blazing brimstone lakes, 'tis true, but kindled rum too often burns as blue, in which some fiend whom nature must detest Steve's Toby's brand and marks poor Cudjoe's breast. Here whips on whips excite perpetual fears, and mingled howlings vibrate on my ears. Here nature's plagues abound to fret and tease. Snakes, scorpions dispose, lizards, centipedes. No art, no care escapes the busy lash. All have their dues, and all are paid in cash. The eternal driver keeps a steady eye on a black herd who would his vengeance fly, but shamed, imprisoned on a burning soul, for the mean avarice of a tyrant toil. The lengthy cart whip guards this monster's reign, and cracks like pistol from the field of Cain. Ye powers who formed these wretched tribes, relate what have they done to merit such a fate? Why were they brought from Evo's sultry waste to see that plenty which they must not taste? Food which they cannot buy and dare not steal, yams and potatoes, many a scanty meal. One with a gibbet wakes his negro's fears, one to the windmill nails him by the ears. One keeps a slave in a darkened den unfed, one puts a wretch in pickled ear, he's dead. This from a tree suspends him by the thumbs, that from his table grudges even the crumbs. Over yond rough hills a tribe of females go, each with her gourd, her infant, and her hoe, scorched by a sun that has no mercy here, driven by a devil whom men call overseer, and shames 12 wretches to their labor's haste. Twice 12 I saw, with irons clawlers graced. Are such the fruits that spring from dashed domains? Is wealth thus got, Sir Toby, worth your pains? Who would your wealth on terms like these possess, where all we see is pregnant with distress? Angola's natives scourged by ruffian hands, and told hard product shipped to foreign lands. Talk not of blossoms and your endless spring. What joy, what smile can scenes of misery bring? Though nature here has every blessing spread, poor is the laborer, and how meanly fed. Here Stygian paintings light and shade renew, pictures of hell that Virgil's pencil drew. Here surely Sharons make their annual trip, and ghosts arrive in every genius ship to find what beast these western isles afford. Plutonian scourges and despotic lords. Here they, of stuff determined to be free, must climb the rude cliffs of the Legani, beyond the clouds, and skulking haste repair, and hardly safe from brother traitors there. The end. And that was To Sir Toby by Philip Freneau. Okay, and next one, uh, and next one is by Phyllis Wheatley. Okay, and this is one of her famous poems, and I want to read this one. It's called "On Being Brought from Africa to America." Okay, okay. On being brought from Africa to America, 'twas mercy brought me from my pagan land, taught my benighted soul to understand that there's a God, that there's a Savior too. Once I redemption neither sought nor knew. Some view our sable race with scornful eye. Their color is a diabolic dye. Remember, Christians, Negroes black as cane may be refined and join the angelic train. The end. And that was Phyllis Wheatley on being brought from Africa to America. Okay. And next one is of hers is on virtue. Okay. O thou bright jewel, in my aim I strive to comprehend thee. Thine own words declare wisdom is higher than a fool can reach. I cease to wonder. Okay. I cease to wonder and no more attempt thine height to explore or fathom thy profound. But oh, my soul, sink not into despair. Virtue is near thee, and with gentle hand would now embrace thee, hovers over thine head. Fain would the heaven born soul with her converse, then seek, then court her for her promised bliss. Auspicious queen, thine heavenly pinions spread, and lead celestial chastity along. Lo, now her sacred retinue descends, arrayed in glory from the orbs above. Attend me, virtue, through my youthful years. Oh, leave me not to the false joys of time, but guide my steps to endless life and bliss, greatness or goodness. Say what I shall call thee to give in higher appellation still. Teach me a better strain, a nobler lay. O thou enthroned with cherubs in the realms of day. The end. That was On Virtue by Phyllis Wheatley. Okay. Now I have couple on Langston Hughes. Okay. Mm, okay. And he has two poems in here, so I'm going to read both poems by Langston Hughes. And the first one is called Cross. Okay. My okay. Let's see. My old man's a white old man, and my old mother's black. If ever I curse my white old man, I take my curses back. If ever I curse my black old mother and wish she were in hell, I'm sorry for that evil wish, and now I wish her well. My old man died in a fine big house. My ma died in a shack. I wonder where I'm gonna die, being neither white nor black. The end. And that was Cross by Langston Hughes. And I got one more of his too. And this one is he only has two in here. Okay. But he has if you y'all need to check him out Langston Hughes because he's a phenomenal poet. Okay. And this one's called The Negro speaks of rivers. Okay. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. The end. And that was Langston Hughes. Okay, the Negro speaks of rivers. And he's an awesome poet. All of these poems I've been reading here are awesome, so check them out. Okay. And next one is um Dudley Randall. Okay. And Dudley Randall's poem Roses and Revolutions. Okay. Musing on roses and revolutions, I saw night close down on the earth like a great dark wing, and the lighted cities were like tapers in the night. And I heard the lamentations of a million hearts, regretting life and crying for the grave. And I saw the Negro lying in the swamp with his face blown off, and in northern cities with his manhood on now mine, and felt the ripping of his viscera like that of the hare hunted down on the bear or the bear at bay. And I saw men working and taking no joy in their work, and embracing the hard-eyed where wait, embracing the hard-eyed whore with joyless excitement, and lying with wives and virgins in impotence. And as I groped in darkness and felt the pain of millions, gradually, like day driving night across an incontinent, I saw dawn upon them like the sun, a vision of a time when all men walked proudly through the earth, and the bombs and missiles lie at the bottom of the ocean like the homes of dinosaurs buried under the shell of eras, and men strive with each other not for power or the accumulation of paper, but enjoy, create for others the house, the poem, the game of athletic beauty. Then washed in the brightness of this vision, I saw how in this radiance would grow and be nourished and suddenly burst into terrible and splendid bloom, the blood red flower of revolution. The end. And then and he has three in here, and the other two are very short, really short. So I'll read both of them then too. And it's by W. Randall too. Okay. The profile on the pillow. Okay. After our fierce loving and the brief time we found to be together, you lay in the half light, exhausted, rich, with your face turned sideways on the pillow, and I traced the exquisite line of your profile, dark against the white, delicate and lovely as a child's. Perhaps you will cease to love me, or we may be consumed in the Holocaust, but I keep against the ice and the fire the memory of your profile on the pillow. The end. And that was a profile on the pillow by Dudley Randall. And one more of his, and it's really, really short. Okay. Called A Different Image. The age requires this task. Create a different image. Reanimate the mask. Shatter the icons of slavery and fear, replace the leer of the minstrel's burnt cork face with a proud, serene, and classic bronze of Benin. The end. And that was A Different Image by Dudley Randall. Okay. And I got one more I'm going to read, and this is Nikki Giovanni. I know I read hers last week, but I'm going to read this one because it was in a knitted book, and I remember reading one of my friends on my Facebook page or on the Poetry Club was mentioning um, Nikki Rosa poem by Nikki Giovanni was one of his favorites. And I ain't forgotten this, so I can't remember who it was, but it was stuck in my mind. And I seen it in here. I thought I got to read this. So I still don't remember who it was. So I'm going to read it. A Nikki Giovanni's poem called Nikki Rosa. Childhood remembrances are always a drag. If you're black, you always remember things like living in Woodlawn with no inside toilet. And if you become famous or something, they never talk about how happy you were to have your mother all to yourself, and how good the water felt when when you got your bath from one of those big tubs that folk in Chicago barbecue in. And somehow, when you talk about home, it never gets across how much you understood their feelings as a whole family attended meetings about Hollydale. And even though you remember their biographers never understand their father's pain as he sells his stock, and another dream goes, and though you're poor, it isn't poverty that concerns you, and though they fought a lot, it isn't your father's drinking that makes any difference, but only that everybody is together, and you and your sister have happy birthdays and very good Christmases. And I really hope no white person ever has cause to write about me because they never understand black love is black wealth, and they'll probably talk about my hard childhood and never understand that all the while I was quite happy. The end. And that was by Nikki Giovanni, poem Nikki Rosa. I had to read this one. That isn't really okay. Um, okay, and that I was reading from the Treasury of American Poetry by Nancy Sullivan, the editor. Okay, so okay. Now the poetic form for today we're going to discuss is dual rhyme. And dual rhyme is an invented form, and it is created by Mary L. Ports. And dual rhyme is a 10 or 12 line poem with the first two and the last two lines having the same rhyme scheme, and the center of the poem, lines 3 through 8 or lines 3 through 10, having their own separate monorhyme scheme. Okay, meter is 8 beats per line, written in iambic tetrameter, 4 linear feet of iambic. Rhyme scheme is 10. The 10 lines are A A B B B B B B A A, and the 12 lines would be A A B B B B B B B B A A. Okay, and that was the dual rhyme. And it don't say if you have, so I guess it can be about any topic you chose to write about. Okay, and that was a dual rhyme. Okay, now the word of the week is conversa- conversazione. Okay, it is a noun, and the origin is Italian and from the 18th century. And definition is a scholarly social gathering held for discussion of literature and the arts. Example in the sentence: the library hosted a lively conversation about the works of Toni Morrison led by scholars of her writing. Okay. And by the way, get, okay. And conversazione is spelled Conbersazione. Okay. But did you know the term conversazione entered English thanks to British writer Horace Walpole, who wrote to friends in England to describe the Italian custom of first watching a play and then holding an assembly to discuss the play, a practice Walpole described by its Italian name. Over time, the term began to refer to gatherings held for the purpose of intellectual discussion about literature, arts, and sciences. In England's Victorian era, conversationes became a key route by which the public learned of new scientific developments and knowledge. At these forums, experts would conduct experiments, demonstrations, and exhibitions while giving lectures and taking questions from the audience. Okay, the end. And that was the word conversazione, spelled Conbersazione. Okay. And now I'm going to read from the love poems of Elizabeth and Robert Browning. Okay. And first I'm going to read Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Sonnet 22. When our two souls stand up erect and strong, face to face, silent, drawing nigh and nigher, until the lengthening wings break into fire at either curved point, what bitter wrong can the earth do to us that we should not long be here contented? Think, and mounting higher, the angels would press on us and aspire to drop some golden orb of perfect song into our deep, dear silence. Let us stay rather on earth, beloved, where the unfit, contrarious moods of men recoil away, and isolate pure spirits, and permit a place to stand and love in for a day, with darkness and the death hour rounding it. Okay, the end. And that was Sonnet 22 by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay, okay. And the next one I'm going to read is Robert Browning's poem called St. Mark's in Summer. No protesting, dearest. Hardly kisses even. Don't we both know how it ends? How the greenest leaf turns serest? Bluest outbreak, blank as heaven. Lovers, friends? You would build a mansion, I would weave a bower, want the heart for enterprise, walls admit of no expansion. Trillest work may haply flower twice the size. What makes glad life's winter? New buds, old blooms after. Sad the scion, how suspect beams, would ere mid autumn splinter. Roof tree scarce support a rafter, walls lie wrecked. You are young, my princess, I am hardly older. Ye, I steal a glance behind. Dare I tell you what convinces timid me that you, if bolder, bold or blind. Where we plan our dwelling glooms a graveyard surely. Headstone, footstone, moss may drape, name, date, violets hide from spelling. But though corpses, not obscurely, ghosts escape. Ghost, oh breathing beauty, give my frank word pardon. What if I, somehow, somewhere, pledge my soul to endless duty, many a time and oft be hard on love laid there? Nay, blame grief that's fickle, time that proves a traitor, chance, change, wait, yeah, all that purpose warps, death who spares to thrust a sickle, laid love low, through flowers which later shroud the corpse. And you, my winsome lady, whisper with like frankness, lies nothing buried long ago. Are you, which skimmer mid the shady, where moss and violet, where moss and violet run to rankness, tombs or no? Okay, who taxes you with murder? My hands are clean, or nearly. Love being mortal needs must pass. Repentance? Nothing were absurder. Enough. We felt love's law severely, though now, alas. Okay. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live. It is an honor to have you here. Okay, thank you. Okay. Love's corpse lies quiet, therefore. Only love's ghost plays truant and warns us have in wholesome awe durable manginary man wait durable manginry. That's wherefore I weave but trellis work pursuant life to law. The solid, not the fragile, tempts rain and hail and thunder. If thou wert stand firm at autumn's close, beyond my hope, why, bows were agile. If bulwarks fall flat, we scarce need wonder, leaving roses. So truth to the protesting, so muffled be the kisses. For would we but avow the truth, sober is genuine joy, no jesting. Ask else Penelope, Ulysses, ode in youth. For why should ghosts feel angered? Let all their interference be faint Nash music in the air. Up, join the rear of us of vanguard. Up, lovers, dead to all appearance, laggard pair. The while you clasp me closer, the while I press you deeper, as safe we shuckle under breath, yet all the slyer, that jocoser, so life can boast its fate like leap year, stolen from death. All me, the sudden terror. Hence, quick, avaunt, avoid me, you sheep, the ghostly flash disguised. Nay, all the ghost in one. Strange air, so 'twas death's self that clipped and coyed me, loved and lied. I, dead loves are the potent, like any cloud they use you, mere semblance you, but substance they. Build we no mansion, weave we no tent, mere flesh, their spirit interfuse you. Hence, I say, all theirs, none yours a glamour, theirs each. Low word that won me, soft to look that found me loved and left. What else but you? The tears and clamor, that's all your very own. Undone me, ghost bereft. The end. And that was Robert Browning's poem Saint Martin's Summer. Okay. Okay. and that both of them poems were from the love poems of Elizabeth and Robert Browning. Okay. Um. Okay. And I didn't bring it up here. Let me get it real quick. Okay. I do have a poem that I wrote for the Black History Month, and okay, and I've been thinking about it all this month, so I should finally started it. And there's but I won't say the other names. Where's that list at? Okay, there's 14 more names I have. I want to write it out for Black History Month, but I won't say who they are because I want to be a surprise, and I might not get it done in time before this month ends. And the first one, he passed away last year, and if you remember him, his name was Melvin Douglas Johnson, and he was on the Thousand Poets for Change, not this past year, but year before that. And he is an awesome poet. He passed away last year of stage 4 cancer. He had cancer. So and this is in honor of him for the Black History Month. And I think there's 14 others. I know there's a lot more I could write about, but I just got 14 on my list that I want to write it out for the Black History Month. And okay, and this one is Melvin Douglas Johnson. Okay, too many legends has gone before us. Let this earth. Melvin Douglas Johnson is one of them. How do I write a poem about him to do him justice? It's so hard to do. He is a phenomenal poet. He is so loved by the poetry community. Listen to him. You will be in awe as he reads his poetry. Okay, wait. Okay, okay. Melvin is a spatial poet who cares about the community. He inspires so many poets. He is an influencer, a mentor, a leader, activist, a great man. He is kind, spread love to all he meets. He encourages poets to push forward. He left a big print, a big poetry print in this world. Nala's famous poem to Melvin, Save the Last Thanks for Me. He stands up for everyone, no matter who you are. He stands up for justice without fear. He is one of a kind. He is Melvin Douglas Johnson. He is so many things. He should be celebrated during the Black History Month. Let's celebrate Melvin and his life here on Earth. Let's not leave him out. Melvin and his poetry will live on forever, even after we're gone from this earth. Wait, oh, that was the end. I'm sorry. I couldn't, I had a hard time reading my handwriting. And that was my poem I wrote on Melvin Douglas Johnson. Okay. And I have 14 more I want to write about. And I know I probably won't get them all done. But if I don't get it done before for the Black History Month, I'm going to still write them anyway. And I think they still need, I'm still going to write about them anyway. Okay. And now, okay, and I got a poem I wrote for Gary's birthday, And for the ones who didn't see the video I did for Gary, well, here's a poem I wrote for him. Um, and this is for Gary. Hello, Jacqueline. Oh, wow, it's awesome to see you here. Welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live. Thank you, Jacqueline, being here. It is an honor. Okay. Okay, this is a poem I wrote for Gary. Okay, for his 80th birthday, if he was still if he was still here in physically. Okay. Okay. Today you turn 80 years old. Happy heavenly birthday, my teddy bear darling. It has been a little over 4 years since you went to heaven. You know what is so scary? I'm learning how to live without you, and I don't want to feel this way. Death took your breath away, but it didn't take your spirit or soul. I know you're still here. I know you are here with me everywhere I go, and it feels so good. You're here with me. We have so many awesome, great years together that I won't ever forget. I think of you every single time, every single day. One day, when it's my turn to go, we'll celebrate your birthday together, write poetry together in the clouds, sharing it with our family and friends that we left behind on earth. I hope you have an awesome, great birthday, heavenly birthday with God and Jesus. Won't you play me some music I long to hear? On your birthday, I want to see you, hear you, and touch you. I miss you so much. I love you, my teddy bear darling, forever and more. The end. Okay. And that's all the portrait I got. Okay. And okay, does anybody want to come on to the show? If you want to read your poetry or I have anything to say, and okay. Oh, thank you, Doreen. Doreen said, "Oh, that's so sweet and so awesome. Happy birthday, Gary." Thank you, Doreen. Okay, and okay. Anybody want to come on here? Have anything to say? If you want to come on here in the studio with me, and I have it on the announcement, but you don't. But in case you didn't, yes, you can come on. Okay, you can come on, Robbie. Okay, you go to you see the link where you can come on here at because every week is going to be different. The link would be streamyard.com/273 GZ73YRU. So, um, type that in there and click on it, and you can come right in the studio. No downloaded needed of anything. Okay. Okay. You can come on here, Robbie. Okay. And while we're waiting on Robbie to come on and anybody else, I do have an announcement. Okay, Robbie said to give me a couple moments. Okay, that'd be fine. Okay, and I'm gonna have some announcements to make. Anila Alicia has not made it yet. She has till March the 18th to come up with the money for the Speakeasy Cafe and the open mic poetry show. And we have it every week. She had it for 15, 16 years. And we don't want to see it shut down. This is mine and Gary's favorite one. We've been going to it since 2010. That's when we started going. We found out about it. So please don't let her shut down. It's going to cost over $2,000 on Block Talk Radio, and it's for 3 hours. And we want to keep it for 3 hours so all of us poets can come on and read art poetry. So please don't let it shut down. And if you can donate, go on Anila Alicia's page, and I'll even share it too. You can go to her GoFundMe page. She has a GoFundMe page. Please keep the show on the air. It means the world to Gary and I. And okay, and we should got to keep it on there. Okay, and she has till March the 18th. So so drop by to Nana Delicious, and you'll see you can. And if you don't want to do it on GoFundMe, you can also pay it through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, and you'll see it on her page on Facebook. Okay, okay. Okay. And Honey Parker has a show called Poetic Expressions on Outworld Fleet radio station every Sunday and Wednesday from 11 p.m. to midnight. So and and it's um pre-recorded. So if you miss it, you won't be able to see it again. Well, they have repeat on I think the new show's on Wednesday, and then it starts on the Sunday. And her new shows won't start till I think it was March the 23rd. That'd be next month. And okay, and if you have any recordings, and no, I don't see you in StreamYard. Oh wow, I don't see you there. Okay, I'll repost the link. Okay, okay, I have to do it on my cell phone. Will it let me do it on here? Uh, okay, copy. We'll see if it let me send it on here. Um, oh, did you see it? Oh, it's only going to. Oh, it won't take long. Okay, I have to put it on here on my cell phone because. Okay, Jacqueline, okay, that'd be great. It's only showing up the. Okay, I have to come on here and put the link on here and uh okay. 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 7. E. Okay. I see you, Jacqueline. Okay, you're on here. Um. Okay. 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 Get you ready to come on, Jacqueline? Okay.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get you off of there till you get it ready. Okay. Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see what I can do with this camera here.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I see what I did. Okay.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hello, Jacqueline. It's an honor to have you here.
How you doing, Noreen?
Okay, I'm doing great. Good. I'm doing great. Okay. How you doing?
I've been going through a lot over the years.
Wow. Mhm.
It's not easy.
Mhm.
It wasn't easy being a poet, so I got a
Wow.
full-time job now and
Wow.
lost a
Okay.
lot of relatives recently, and
Oh no. Wow.
it's been difficult road.
Mhm. I give you my I give you my condolences about your loss. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're
I give
welcome.
you have my condolences too.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Um,
mhm,
I don't know if your viewers know anything about me. Hi, Robbie. How you doing?
mhm, mhm.
I
I can bring him on if you want to say hello to him. I can add all
sure.
three. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm off center.
Yes.
You never know
Uh
where
oh.
these things are until they're actually on.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna take me a couple
Okay.
moments to,
Okay.
but yeah. Okay, yeah. And basically here, I just gotta go way to the left here. There
Okay.
we go. I think I got it.
Okay. And welcome, Robbie.
Hello.
Welcome to the Poetry Club on
So,
the Facebook Live. It's an honor to have you here
thank you.
too. You're
Well,
Hi,
thank
welcome.
you.
Robbie.
Mhm,
How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Okay.
mhm, mhm.
All right.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
my first time doing Noreen's show. I'm usually at work when she's on, so
Yes. Mhm,
it's one of the perks of having this full-time job is I got the weekends off. So,
mhm, mhm, mhm.
um, Robbie, do you have a poem?
A phone?
Poem.
A poem? I said no. I got a couple of poems here. Yeah, I pulled up three before before coming up here, so that I have something ready.
Mhm.
Uh, so I can read one if you ladies wish.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, okay, this one, it's called Glass, and
Mhm,
uh, I wrote this while I was listening to a song from Glasser called Apply. I do that a lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of times I'm listening to music while I read. So it kind of goes into the music goes into the energy of the poem. So this one, here we go with Glass.
mhm,
Square your shoulders, steel your resolve as fingertips make contact with glass. Glass house that now surrounds your sorrowed soul. Now close your eyes and cant your own magic, those words of confidence that overcome your inborn neural pathways. Feel the flow of energy flowing through fingertips. Then feel that energy pool at those fingertips to grow in power till you can feel the energy vibrate and hear it hum. Let your eyes remain closed. Remember all the times when everything seemed impossible. Continue to incant those magical words of personal power. Feel the energy flow through your entire body now as they continue to flow to your fingertips at point of contact. Now open your eyes. Feel the kaleidoscope of new color before you see it come. Raise your head to the sky and see that new rainbow of light, those vibrant reds, the calming blues, the green that intersects, and all colors between. Continue slowly but surely to apply that pressure and feel the glass cage crack with an awareness that it was always possible to bring it down. Feel the pressure push outwards and continue to push forward with growing power. And then finally, feel that entire glass house come crashing down to see that glass that lies at your feet. Take one shard as you look up to the sky and feel that rainbow infuse you with its radiant power. Put that glass shard upon your tabletop, a reminder of just how fragile that cage of glass was. And when you feel limited once more, look upon that glass, that shard of glass, and feel the full spectrum of light well within yourself. Remember the day when your glass house came tumbling down. And so that is Glass, influenced by Glasser's song Apply. It's got a very strident sort of pace to it, that song, a very energizing pace. So that kind of Yeah,
Hmm.
that went into the energy of that poem.
Wow. Wow. That was that is a great poem. Phenomenal. I like that. Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Wow. Hmm.
That
Wow.
was really good.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jacqueline.
Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Um,
Um,
mhm.
I left all my poetry. I had an event today in person, and I left all my poetry in my car except for one book.
Okay.
So, if
Hmm.
you want to hear anything from me, I'll try to pick something that isn't too dated.
Okay. Okay. You can read whatever you want.
All right.
Okay.
I haven't read from this book in years. This is my first book of poetry.
Hmm.
Random acts of verse.
Okay.
I was a
That is
little
awesome.
poetic rebel back then.
Hmm. Hmm.
This one is called Walking Dead.
Hmm. Hmm.
When the fragments of my unfettered heart unfold and recombine back into a whole of broken hopes, dreams, and platitudes, please don't try to understand me, this poem, or my attitude. Just know that I can't love. I cannot, will not love anyone anymore. Understand, love is what led this ink to paper, and love is what hopes and dreams are made for. And love is an intrinsic part of human nature, and I am not a person. I am not a living person. I am dead by choice. That means I have ceased to be on the inside. I am numb. I can't feel anything. And if I can't feel it, then I cannot love. And if I can't love, then I cannot love you anymore. It was you who trapped me in a cage of broken promises with just enough room to move, to cut, and bleed out to this non human identity I have become. I am dead to the world of love. Walk away. Don't look back at me. Don't acknowledge the corpse that you and your love created. And don't mourn. Just remember the person you knew whom you lied to and used to screw from day's start to day's end like you love them. You who have no comprehension of what it means to have a heart need not start to love in my direction again, for I will just regurgitate venom. I am the walking dead in the world of lovers in love, and you are also dead to
Wow. That's a powerful one. I love that.
Sure.
me. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Can you tell anybody where they can get your book from if they want to read more of your book?
Uh, this is my first book. Like I said, Random Acts of Verse, and it is available on my Amazon author page. Just search for Jacqueline Nicole Harris,
Hmm.
full
Hmm.
name,
Hmm.
and you'll see all my other books, hopefully. If you type in author Jacqueline Nicole Harris, you'll see all my other books and a couple of
Hmm.
magazines I was published in.
Hmm. Okay. That is awesome. And congratulations too.
Thank you.
Okay. You're very welcome. Okay. Did you have have another one, Robbie?
Yeah, I have one more here.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Let me see. There's two more that I have in front of me. I'll read this one, In the Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the eye, a spark of determination comes to life, growing in complexity of patterns, a codex of deepest meaning, multifaceted like a lonely snowflake that falls on the ground in winter's morn. Its spark grows and grows, as does the determination of the soul within, the soul housed in the tower of steadfast energies, anchored to the hope of a new and better day. A second skin of light grows as determination's energy rises to the surface, bursting to get through the barrier between the inner world of soul to the outer world that surrounds, an essential part of existence, for no soul grows when utterly alone. That eye's light spirals almost out of control, but for the heart's discipline, born out of trial and tribulation, life goes from frame to frame in the growth of that one moment to the next steel sorry, in one moment to the next steals the soul's steadfast resolve for the chains of karma to dissolve.
I looked to the sun with magical energy, able to look up unto its glory without being blinded. For the sun and I were once one, and I feel the very essence of sun's invigorating light becoming a part of myself. As an entire sun's cycle of light swirls within my eye, my heart's determination never to die. And I think as I read that, I think I recall that that's one of the
Mhm,
poems where Nyla from Speakeasy
mhm,
Cafe was saying, like she said,
mhm,
well, you write about the third eye a lot, or you use that term a lot
mhm.
in your poems. And
Yeah.
she challenged me to write
Mhm,
about the third eye without actually using that term. And,
mhm.
but yeah, that sounds like one of those poems or that poem because it has that reference, but I see it a lot in that poem, but it's it references indirectly. So I think yeah, that's the poem that was the result of that challenge.
Wow. I love it too. And that was a great poem, Robbie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. And y'all, before y'all read more, I want y'all to know that Robbie and Jacqueline Nicole Harris, they're awesome poets and check them out too. And and Robbie don't have I know he don't have a book out yet, but I think he will in the future. He's thinking about it. So keep an eye on that. And
Yep,
Jacqueline Nicole Harris, go on her on Amazon, check her books out, and
will do.
they're awesome.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, and did you have another one, Jacqueline?
See if I can find one in here.
Okay.
A lot of these are dated,
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
so we may have a story behind them by now, but
Okay.
I'll keep that part brief.
Okay.
I wrote this poem called God and Television
Hmm.
after the death of
Hmm.
three people on the news.
Hmm.
So one of them was Matthew Shepard, the young man who was killed in Laramie, Wyoming for being gay.
Hmm.
Another one was Nick Berg, he was murdered, executed, assassinated by what was then the Taliban in the 90s, I think.
Hmm.
And the last one was the death row inmate
Hmm.
who was named Stanley Tukey Williams. So this poem is about them
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
me. So in everything. So here we go.
Okay.
Sometimes in my dreams, in my solitude, God speaks to me. And since we speak on the regular, you might ask me, what is God like? Well, he's a critical artist, a perfectionist in his own right. Why then am I so imperfect? Together we were watching the news. We were watching the news a while back when the Lord said, keep looking. And I saw a boy in Laramie, Wyoming, crucified. I saw his family cry while others praised the Lord for his damnation on the sidewalk. I saw signs of palm tree branches raised up into the sky that said, God hates fags and Matthew burns in hell. And the family cried and walked by while the church folk on the sidewalk cheered. See, said the Lord. And I said, Lord, what's wrong with me? My eyes did tear up. Later on, God and I turned on the news. We saw many things. We saw a man die at the hands of other men. Slowly, painfully, they sawed off Nick Berg's head while shouting the name of God over his screams. See, said the Lord. And I said, Lord, what is wrong with me? And my eyes did tear up again. And still on, I saw a man named Stan who died incarcerated for killing three. I saw him the most. I think he looked something like me. He never gave back the lives that he took, but Stanley made new lives, or tried to, by writing books. They nominated this murderer for a Nobel Prize for Peace. For by staying in one place, his influence went where others had not tried to reach. The newsmen called it a victory. The people wanted him to die. See, said the Lord, and I started to cry. Child, When we watch the news, why do you weep? Lord, I said, I wish I could see things through your eyes, and maybe I would not feel the need to cry. I said, I know, Lord, that somehow we all must one day die, but I don't see these things as blessings. Why? The Lord simply said, the road is narrow, but there are many turns, and there are still many things that mankind must learn. These things are not blessings. That is why you cry. I have always appointed it unto man to die. These times are not for relation, and that's how sin takes its toll. While men take it upon themselves to play God, while others lose their souls. But everyone belongs to me, child, even the hours of this day. I have everything under control, and I will repay. So I said, Lord, what is wrong with me? He said, nothing, you let it be. Just stay here and talk to me. The Lord fell silent, and so did I. I felt better. I didn't cry. And that's it, peace.
And
Wow.
looking at how we watch the news
Wow.
now, it's the news feels like that even more so now. It's
Mhm.
it's like a trial. Just to watch, just I can barely get through watching the news. It's whether like they're saying political. It's if it's not that, it's a natural disaster. If it's not that, it's crime. It's just like, oh
Right.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I just watch
Wow.
the one news cycle to see what's going on locally and internationally, and then I
Mhm.
just want I
Mhm.
want to keep apprised of what's going on in the world. But
Yeah.
then after that, it's like okay, I've had enough.
Mhm.
And my soul can only absorb so much.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, that was a powerful poem, Jacqueline. Thank you for reading that.
Thank you.
Wow. You're very welcome. Wow. Mhm. Wow. And and I know wait who is it? Doreen, my cousin Doreen said you both are amazing. She talking about both of you all, and Lucille C. Manuel giving you all a heart, and and um and Doreen said, well, even you, Noreen, are amazing. I don't write poetry, but I like to listen. And Elizabeth said, uh, Elizabeth Esqueras Castillo said, Blessed Sunday, everyone. Then she said, strong poem, Jacqueline. Mhm.
Thank you.
I think, okay, you're very welcome. Can you all see them comments right here?
Let me
Um,
see.
I just see the private chat. Oh, wait a minute. If I go to comments,
yeah, you can
oh,
go to comments.
yeah, I see that now.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
I
I
forgot the
totally see that
comments.
now.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Okay. And Elizabeth said, hi, Robbie.
I can see it now. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot y'all can see it. Okay,
Well,
I'm sorry.
it just gets confusing between like I see I'm on the face I'll be on the Facebook Live, but I don't see the chat there. Like I see a chat, but I don't see where
Yeah,
all the comments are coming from. And then
yeah,
when I come here, I just see some Facebook users, and but then I don't see like a live chat. I just see the comments.
right.
It just
Yes,
gets a little wonky between there. There's like three chats going on. So
yes. Because you can see for the poetry club. If anybody's on poetry club, they won't have their what their faces are, who they are, unless they go uh to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission, and I think you can see your face. But if you're on my page, you can it'll automatically go, and so in the same way as YouTube.
mhm.
All right.
Oh, hello, Lucille. Um, um, Lucille C. Manuel said, "My pleasure." Hi, Noreen. Hello from the Philippines. Welcome, Lucille. It's an honor to have you here on the Poetry Club Facebook Live. Thank you. It is an honor. Okay. Mhm. And did you all have anything else you all want to read? Y'all welcome to read many you all want.
I think I'm good at my two. A little tired today.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Okay.
I'll leave the StreamYard, but I'll continue to listen in the and watch in the
Mhm.
uh, Facebook for now.
Okay. Okay, 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 okay.
She,
And
she's
thank you, Robbie. It's an honor to have you on here to read your poetry. You're phenomenal. And everybody, check Robbie out. And he is an awesome poet, and and check his poetry out. I haven't read a bad one. It's always good, every
Well, you
one.
haven't read my
And
university
same
poetry.
and, and
But
same way with Jacqueline. Mhm,
oh,
mhm.
I appreciate you, Noreen.
Okay, thank you. You're very welcome, and I appreciate you too, Jacqueline. Mhm,
I know I haven't been coming on like I should be, but
mhm.
life
Okay.
has been catching up with me hard.
Yes.
Mm.
Wow.
I
Mhm.
uh, I still write when I have time,
Yes. Mhm,
and I'm going to keep doing it because I'm good
mhm.
at it.
Yes. Yes, you are. You're phenomenal. And I haven't read a bad poetry of yours. It's always been good, phenomenal. Both of you all.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Okay, you're welcome. And I'm a fan of yours, Jacqueline, and I'm a fan of yours, Robbie. Because y'all are really awesome.
I'll be off now, but continuing to
Okay.
ladies.
Okay. 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 Mhm. And and did you want to read another one? You're welcome to.
Sure, sure. If you want
Okay.
to bring anyone else in while I'm looking around for.
Okay. Okay. And anybody else want to come on here? Um. Okay. I put it on there. Um. Uh. Mhm. Um. Can you all see? Oh, and Jacqueline. Lucille C. Manuel said, "Beautiful, right, Jacqueline?"
Thank you, Lucille.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Um. Let's see. Mhm.
I have one more poem I'd like to do from here.
Mhm. Okay.
It's called "Married Problem, Single Solution,"
Okay.
and it's a poem, basically a dialogue between two best friends
Okay.
about one of
Mhm.
them and their husband. So
Mhm. Okay.
then it starts. My best girl and I have been friends for many years, and in our youth together we have shed many tears. We've held hands as little girls until as women we parted ways, but we will hold each other in our hearts until our dying day. As the melody plays on in life's great band, I find myself single now while my best girl has a man. She has become a wife and a mother. And in her life, there is a fine brother. Fine he is, real fine, I know. He is fine, fine, but I'm not a hoe. One day, however, my friend came to me with a purpose in hand. She said, some done person had told her I was after her man. Girl, I have a problem, see. I heard some disturbing news, said she. So I said, girl, tell me. Well, I trust you and I want to believe I can, but girl, tell me true. Are you after my man? What the hell? I stopped to think. Right at that moment, I needed a drink. Girl, you are my only friend, and to our bond there will be no end. My word is bond, girlfriend. That's true. That man is yours, and I would never disrespect you. But she said, I want to believe what you say is true, but when I'm with my man lately, all he talks about is you. He says, how is your girl, baby? She sure is sweet. How is that friend of yours who can't be beat? Is she always going to be single or does my boy have a shot? I'm glad she's a friend. I like her a lot. On and on my girlfriend whined. Did she actually believe that her man was mine? Girl, please, I am your friend and I promise your husband loves you to no end. And when you are not around and this is true, all that man can talk about is you. He said to me, my wife to me is number one. She is my best friend. She bore my only son. She gives me money when I'm in need. She's a comfort to me in all of her deeds. We have always been together for years now, and it still feels right. You are our best girl, Jackie. So tell me, should I give her this new ring tonight? My best friend looked at the ring on her finger as tears fell out of her eyes. And then she looked back up at me and said, Girl, you ain't never lied. So then I told her what she needed to do. Girlfriend, I said, I have a single woman solution for you. When you're at home with your man and he begins to yap about me, just reach out your hand and touch his cheek. Don't slap him now. That shit is weak. Just look your baby in the eye and gently caress his cheek. I say, reach out to your husband, girl, and in your eyes have a loving gaze. Hold that simple pose, and he will be silent because he will be amazed. Just keep your eyes on his eyes to let him know what's up. Keep your eyes in his face, and he will say, Baby, what? Then you smile at him like it's on your wedding day, and in your eyes keep the love, and then tell him on my behalf that your best girl, Jackie, says he needs to step the hell up. The end.
Wow. 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 I love that. That's beautiful.
Thank
Wow.
you.
You're welcome. Very welcome. Okay. And y'all need to check her out because she's a phenomenal poet.
I
Okay.
owe you an interview, Noreen. I know you've asked me in the past to do interviews with you. I
Okay.
just didn't have the time, but
Okay.
I have
Okay.
6 books out now and
Hmm.
quite a
Hmm.
story to tell.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh, and you see what Robbie wrote? He wrote. He said, "I like that, Jacqueline. Very astute, right? Yeah. Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. And okay. Well, this is awesome to have you here. It's an honor you being here today, Jacqueline.
You
I'm
know,
so glad you come here.
uh,
Hmm.
Blog Talk Radio and the MySpace and Facebook, it's been more welcoming to me than my outside world. So
Yep.
I really have an
Yep.
appreciation for all the people I've met doing poetry online. So
Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Okay.
definitely.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I appreciate hearing everybody else. So
Yes.
because everybody has a story and
Yes.
everybody's has
Hmm.
their own inspiration that they can give to someone else. So I think
Right.
that's paramount
Hmm.
that we all listen to each other without prejudice.
Right. Yes. Hmm. Yes. And like they say that us poets, we always stick together and we always going to tell the truth. And when you, and like Nautilus, you said, listen to the poets what they have to say. You'll find the truth, not in these history books you have in schools. Could be two different things, and the poet's always going to tell the truth. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh yeah.
And mhm, okay.
I wonder if anyone else is gonna call in.
And anyone else want to come on here? Somebody said I would, but I'm eating supper. I wonder who. Um, uh,
Oh, wow.
oh, that was Doreen. Doreen said she would, but she's eating supper.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Mhm. Um, okay. Anybody else want to come on here? Wow, that is awesome. Look like we have 6 people on here right now watching. That is awesome. Okay.
Let's see if I can
Anybody
get
else?
some more.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to share this
Yes.
broadcast here.
Okay.
I think I
Um.
did already.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Anybody wants to come on? You should type in streamyard.com /273 GZ73YRU. And it'll be different every week. Mhm. And you should type that in and click on it, and you'll come right on in here. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Wow.
Um,
I forgot about StreamYard as a platform. This is really
oh,
nice.
yes, it is. I love StreamYard. Somebody told me about StreamYard, and I think in oh oh, you see, Lucille said, "I am glad I stayed to hear your poem, Jacqueline. The narrative is sincere and beautiful." Hmm.
Thank you, Lucille.
Yes. Hmm. Okay. Um, and
I haven't always had the most positive experience doing poetry live, so
yeah. Hmm.
it's good for people to actually hear me and enjoy
Hmm.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because if it wasn't for my card called Affirm, I don't know if you ever heard of Affirm. Affirm is AFFIRM. It's not like a real card. Something like a credit card. And you have it. My brother told me about it. So you'll be accepted as long as you put your bank information in there when you sign up, and then it could take a year. That's why I got the StreamYard, because I had a year to pay for it, a year, and it took me, and so, and you can go different places. But Walmart, you can do Walmart, but Walmart won't do groceries. But other you can get groceries with it too. Any other, go on Homes Depot or whatever you want. Even StreamYard, it worked for StreamYard. Whatever you want, you put, and you take you about a year, or you can and if sometimes, well, it depends what you get. It could be 2 years. My
Right.
brother had one for 2 years, but I only got it 1 year so far.
Mm.
Mhm, mhm. So,
Okay.
and yep, it is awesome, a firm, and if somebody wants it, and so I think it's really cool. I like the Affirm. I like the StreamYard because I love their platform, because now they have it where I had to study this more about the local recording. I don't understand that, and they have that now, local recording, and you can do so much with StreamYard. I think it's better than uh Zoom, in my opinion. Mhm.
It's a lot simpler.
Yes, a lot simpler. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
That's very nice.
Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
I don't have any more poems. I don't want to waste your time. If you want to read something,
Okay.
have to I have to cook my
Okay.
own dinner soon.
Okay. I don't have anything else to read. Okay. And let me see. Um okay. I'll read one of Gary's from this book, Now and Forever, Our Love and Other Love Poems. And this poem of Gary's is called Now and Forever, Our Love. Okay. I'll never be lonely as long as I can kiss her good night. I'll never be lonely as long as she kisses me good morning. The days of our lives are full of fun, love, and laughter. We talk and play and tease and love each other from morning to night. Most days we work and help each other. We seldom ever fight. If we do, we give our love for each other to make it right. Yes, she has her opinions, and I have mine. The one thing that never changes, I have her love, and she has mine. The end. Mhm, mhm. And
It's beautiful.
okay, thank you. And then I have one. I'll read one of mine from this book too. Now in the same book, and this is called Close to Orchestra, and this is the very first poem I wrote of a blitz. I love writing blitzes. Okay. Um, okay. Close to orchestra. Hold me tight, hold me close, close and firm, close to your heart, heart of gold, heart beating fast, fast and slow, fast lovers, lovers lane, lovers forever, forever will be true, forever I'll love you. You are my world, you are precious, precious as a gem, precious as poems, poems from the heart, poems of love, love me tender, love so true, true to my word, true as vows, vows of marriage, vows unbroken, unbroken heart, unbroken promises, promises of success, promises of marriage, marriage and love, marriage is give and take. Take me as I am, take me now, now is the time, now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here, tomorrow might come with me, come here, here it is, here is my key, key to my heart, key to my soul, soul and spirit, soulmate for life. Life is grand, life like an orchestra. Orchestra music is beautiful. Orchestra music like love, love beautiful. The end. Okay.
Very
Mhm.
nice. I like
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. And and Robbie said, I'm happy you got a couple people on tonight, Noreen. Me too. Okay. And Robbie said, your poems about Gary are always very sweet. Thank you, Robbie. Yes, I'm so glad cause on Facebook Live, I had a time getting people on. So she seemed like it was a hassle. That's why I went to StreamYard and do it with them.
it's very
And
nice.
yes, yes. So I'm glad I got it feels good to have people on here again, have you all on here. Thank you.
No problem, Noreen.
Okay. Okay. Because I rather do Facebook Live here on StreamYard because I can. It's easier to get anyone on here, and Facebook Live is very hard. It was like a hassle.
True.
Yes. Okay. And,
Um, I gotta go do my lunch.
okay.
Not my lunch. My dinner is late.
Okay.
I gotta,
Okay.
I gotta
Okay.
cook dinner.
Okay. And
Y'all don't be
okay.
strangers. Come into the Poetry Club Facebook Live tonight, February 25th, and share work with Noreen.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. And it's an honor to have you here, and I'm so glad you was here and made your poetry. And it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Just
You're
keep me
very
in the loop.
welcome.
I'll try to come back for some more one day.
Okay, okay. And you have a good dinner.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay. Okay. Not bye bye. I'll talk to you later because my mom said never say goodbye because she said that means forever. She says, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later.
I
I'll
will
see
see
you
you
later.
later.
I'll see you later. Okay. 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 And that was Jacqueline and Jacqueline Nicole Harris. And you need to check her out and her poetry out. And before that was Robbie, multimedia poetry. Check him out. Both of them was on here today, and that was awesome to have them both. And okay, and Robbie said, "Oh, I see it's free on Kindle. I will get her book there." Okay, Robbie, that is awesome. Okay. And Robbie said, Facebook, anything is hard. Yes, it is. You're right there, Robbie. Okay. Okay. And okay. Anybody else want to come on here? And while I'm waiting, I'll give more announcements. Okay, Craig Kirkland, aka Great Amazia. Um, he has a YouTube channel called A Great Amazia, and right now he's touring East Coast the East Coast with his book called Don't Cry, and go check him out and check his book out too on Amazon. And he did have a show every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, but right now is on the is not there right now. But you can check his the archives of his shows and see he does poetry on his YouTube. So check him out. He is awesome. He's been posting different things on there about him doing tours of different parts of the East Coast here in Indiana States. Okay. 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 And Franco Labius and Max Winnett and Francine, they all check out their YouTube channel called Rajay Nostalgia, and think they still have the Real Stuff podcast and the Poetry Corner and One Shot Poetry every Friday from 11 a.m. to noon. So go check it out. Okay. Oh, and Robbie said, oh, it's actually $3.92 to buy on Kindle. I will get it with my next Amazon card. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, and and they have different things going on there too on the Rajay Nostalgia YouTube channel. Go check it out. And Gina Storm. Oh yes, I remember I asked y'all about Brother O a couple weeks ago. Well, I think I already said that, didn't I, last time? Well, anyway, he is doing better. He wasn't here on Thursday, but he was on the other Thursday, and he did have his heart transplant. He was in the hospital for over a year, so I'm so glad he's out of the hospital now, and and doing good. Okay, and Okay, Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Nina Purple has a show every Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time called Voices Behind the Pins on talkshoe.com front slash show front slash poet dash radio dash station. Okay. And and also Gina has a shows oh on Love and Poetry on Friday nights, and so check that out on oh what is that uh um the Clubhouse. She's on the Clubhouse. Okay, okay, and different. I think she has something going on every night. I had to write all this down to find out what they are, and I'll let you know. And remember, I told you about Nyla Lichia. She has a show called Speakeasy Cafe on Block Talk Radio every Thursday night from 8 p.m. and to 11 p.m. And her show has been going on for 15 to 16 years. I think it's 16 years. And please, she had to have money for the over. I think it was over 2,000 to have the show for 3 hours every week. Um, so she can have it. So please, this is really means a lot to me and Gary, and I'm thinking about I'm not I'm thinking about it, uh, um but I won't say nothing right now because I'm still thinking about it because I think I still have time. If anybody goes on Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com, if you buy anything on me from there, whether it's a membership or or any products I have on there, I'm gonna make sure it for this next week, all the way up to the 18th, and I'm gonna make sure everything, all that money I sell on Ko-Fi, it goes to that show, because that's how much it means to me and Gary. We love that show, and I'm gonna make that deal. So if you go on, or even commissions, all of that will be going to Nyla's GoFundMe page, so we can keep. I want to make sure that show gets up there, and so please, if you can donate, and if you can't, just spread it around. Make sure it goes viral. You can go on GoFundMe.com page. You can go on. You can send the money through Cash App, through PayPal or Venmo. So please, and this show means a world to us. I don't want to see it shut down. Because Gary and I, like I said, Gary and I been on there since 2010 when we started going on there, and we love that show. I don't want to see the end. Okay, and I will do that for this time till because she has till April March the 18th, so that's what I'll do from all that time. Okay, because this and all of it will go to Nyla for the to keep the show. Will go to her for the show, to on there. Okay, and anybody else want to come on here? Okay, Um, uh, um, okay. Anybody else? Okay. Well, um, I said all the announcements. If anybody has any announcements too, oh, I forgot to ask Robbie and Jacqueline if they have any announcements to share with us. Oh, I forgot. And oh yes, Bill, Peters, Peters, he asked me, um, 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 I mean, okay, he asked me if I had, how many books I have. I told him I have two left. He said he'll be sending us some more books for the raffle drawing. So thank you all. And the last winner next week will be the will be the raffle drawing, and I want to congratulate Debbie Allen. She won the raffle drawing, so congratulate her. And she got the book, and she loved the book. It was on the one that it was dedicated to a Raven Traven. Oh, I forgot his name. Um, Trayvon was dedicated to him. The book was the anthology. So I congratulate Debbie Allen, and she already got the book and she loved it. Okay, and I wish everyone good luck next. Not good luck, but I wish everyone. I pray that um what's the word you can use instead of luck? I pray that everybody that one I pray I wish y'all well, there's no other word to say but luck. I wish you all the good luck in winning the raffle drawing next Saturday. Okay. Okay, remember you have 2 weeks to to claim it. And if you don't claim it in 2 weeks, it'll go back for next month and your name will go back in the drawing. Okay. And when you do win, you have 6 months after you win and you claim your prize after 6 months, your name will go back in the drawing. Okay. Oh yes, we have. I want to thank you all. This is about the poetry club. We have over 1,300 now, and it is awesome. If it wasn't for you all, we could never done this. So thank you for each one of y'all for being a member of the poetry club. 1,000 and almost 1,400, and thank you all. I couldn't done this without you all. So thank you, and I'm glad to. Wow, I never thought it'd be that much. Can you? Wow, wow, and okay. So thank you all. Okay, so if there's nobody, anybody else want to come on here, and if you do, is StreamYard. You should type in StreamYard.com /273 GZ 77. Like me said again. Okay, StreamYard.com /273 GZ 73 YRU. Okay. And you should type that in and click on it, and it will take you right in the studio. No downloading needed or anything. It's so easy to come on there. And I love StreamYard, so I would say if you need something like this, get StreamYard. That is the best there is. I love it. Okay. Okay. Anyone else want to come on? Okay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close it out if there's nobody else to come on here, and uh um Um, okay, and after I close out, I have to get my dinner, get me something to eat, and then after I eat my dinner, then I'll be back on the Facebook and be back on and answer everybody personally too, and so I will. Oh, I okay, and I will answer everybody personally, and I'll be back on. And I know I'm far behind in reading all the posts in the Poetry Club. I am so sorry. It's just growing so fast, and I'm having a hard time catching up, and I apologize. And plus, I was sick there for a while, and I didn't feel like going on or doing anything. But I'm better now, so I'm doing the best I can, and I'm hoping I do catch up, and I'm trying very hard. I know I don't get to do it every day. I read it every day, and I apologize for that. And I'm trying. So remember, check out my Ko-Fi page, ko-fi.com/ Gary and Noreen, and go on there. And if you purchase anything on my products, or or uh, do commissions, or um, or enter the memberships all the way up to March the 18th, all the money will be going to Nyla Alicia's show for her show. So stay on air because I don't want to see it go away. So I will be posting that later on too. I want to make sure because I don't want to see it shut down. She has a long ways to go. So please, I don't want to see it shut down. I know none of us do because it's been on for 15 to 16 years. Okay. And so check it out. And you can either go on her GoFundMe page or send it to, because Facebook don't allow you to do that anymore, where you have donations going on there, so you can't do that no more. So she got a GoFundMe page. You can either even send it to her Cash Pal, I mean, not Cash Pal, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. And go to her page and you'll see it. Okay. And thank you all. I'm going to close out now since there's I don't see nobody coming on. Um, okay. So and this is so great tonight. I got one more thing to say. This has been so great. We had Jacqueline Nicole Harris reading her poetry tonight, and Robbie Multimedia Poetry. He read his poetry, and this is awesome to have both of them on here tonight. And it is awesome to see that. And I hope next week we have more poets come on too. And you don't have to be a poet either. Anybody can come on here, and you can read somebody else's poetry if you say their names, who they wrote it, and read your poetry. If you don't want to read no poetry, you can come on here and chat with me, whatever you have to say. Or if you have any announcements, you can tell me announcements too. So I'm looking forward to more next week too. So thank you all. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Jacqueline Nicole Harris. I want to thank Robbie Multimedia Poetry for being on here. I want to thank my brother Dickie, um, aka Richard Huggensdobler, for coming on here. And okay, and go check out Robbie and Jacqueline, their poetry. Okay, and I already said Dickie, my brother, and my cousin Doreen Brunner. I want to thank her too, and I want to thank Lucille Lucille Manuel. She is an awesome poet too, and she's an awesome piano player too. Go check her out, and I want to thank her too for being on here, and uh Elizabeth Esquerra Castillo. Check her out. She's an artist and a poet too, and she's awesome. So check her out too. She was on here, and check out Atubiga, James Aware. Um, and he was on here too. And check him out. He's an awesome, phenomenal. He's an awesome poet too. And I want to make sure I get everybody. I want to thank everybody.